This will be our first game as the #1 ranked school on the season, and who better to play than a powerhouse in Alabama? Well, not really a powerhouse, but a historical powerhouse, bro. We've had some very fun matchup with these boys going back to 25. They actually spoiled Nero's final game on that series. It was 45-42 in an absolute classic. We actually played them on the road the next season when they were ranked #1 and gave them belts. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a consolation win for us. Now, when it comes to recruiting, we have a lot of hours. We're spending it on Branham and Atwood, but more than likely, we're not going to get them. That's just how it works, bro. We're already going down at this point. It's a GG. But besides them, we're just keeping in contact with the guys. Just keep it a P, you feel me? We're really hopeful for Slovis and Sites. We did really well for them. That visit last game versus SMU for Slovis went OC. And as you know, the NC State game for Sites went crazy, so you feel me? Now we're on the road to play against Alabama in a really fire game, which is what I would say if we weren't dealing with this. Nero's season health bar is empty. He can't heal any longer, so it's gonna be a heavy load. Pause. Joe Baxton and the running backs. This is actually a fire graphic between Key and Keelan Russell. It's gonna be a band for sure. First play, as you expect, is gonna be a run to Joe Baxton, and immediately gets a first down here. Our next play is another run, but this time to Nero, the injury-riddled quarterback. He gets 8 yards here, but from there, the drive ended, bro. Couldn't get a first down, so he pumped the ball to Alabama. Now it's time to see what Keelan Russell and his offense have to offer. It seems we have a very similar offense to Alabama, as you can see here. Trey Wallace and Diggs also have pretty glaring similarities. And just like us, bro, them boys end up punting on their very first drive. The offense gets the ball right back. On Joe Baxton's second carry, he has an open lane here on the left sideline for a huge gain, man. 30 yards there. I told y'all boys, man, it's gonna be a heavy dosage of Joe Baxton as he catches a 55-yard touchdown here to start the game off fast. Let's go 7-0. Let's not forget, bro, he ain't always been this level of a player. He used to be a kick returner. It's a sign to keep grinding, bro. You gonna get that for sure. We're back on defense, 3rd and 4 here, and we lock up again on 3rd down and force yet another punt. We start with a slant route to Zen Escobar for a first down here. Nice play. Now we have an RPO here where Trey has a lot of room to run, has some blockers ahead, and this boy could be going up. Watch out, boy. What a juke here down to the 20-yard line. Even after the big gain, this is probably the most important play of the drive as Key gets hurt here, and we're forced to play the backup quarterback now. We lose our franchise player, but we gain 3 points, so I guess, you know what I'm saying, a win is a win. Up 10-0 in Bama. This Bama offense is still struggling as Marquise Wings forces a TFL here. Then on 2nd and 12, it's play action here. Man coverage all around the board. One-on-one with Joe Hansen down the left sideline, but he's not going for it. What a play by the 6'2", 96 speed corner. Now, I've had my doubts about CT Johansson, but he's developing to truly one of the better corners in the nation now. And in my opinion, an NFL corner. With John Springston in the game, we're not going to be too OC. Just going to keep finding bombs down the field. This time to Zen Escobar for another touchdown. 17-0 in Bama. Once again in Bama. Down by 3 scores, Miami has finally woken up as they find their guy one-on-one with our safety, Ziegler, who's now a star. Shout out to my dog. 1st and 10 once again, nobody open. Keelan has a chance to scramble, gets past McGee. He looks like Nero here. I ain't gonna lie, super fast. A great run by him here. And he ends the drive with yet another scramble for a touchdown. 17-7 now. A good drive by them. We come back on offense with yet another dominant drive though. Multiple first downs that we ended with Zen Escobar on the right side of the field for a touchdown. 24-7. A 3-score game once again. Bama does have time before the half and they are not going away, bro. A big run by Keelan here. A nice pass and they're in field goal range to take 3. They're only down by 14 now. This has been a really special half for my UGK Rockstars, but Joe Baxton definitely deserves a spotlight, bro. With Key being hurt and playing with the backup quarterback in Springston, he stepped up and looks like a first-round caliber running back, bro. He's nice. With him running the ball well, the defense getting stops, bro. Even without Key, I'm not sure how you beat this team. We do face a 3rd down here though, but it doesn't matter, man. Zen versus the safety is gonna win every single time. Big first down here for 20 yards. Now we have play action where Ofisa cooks that slot corner for another first down. What a play. Sprinkling a run with Joe Baxton on the left sideline here once again, and bro, his offense is different, man. I guess not that different though, as we have a 4th and 1 here, which we do not convert. Bama still has life in this game. On this drive, Keelan Russell legit looked like Lamar Jackson, bro. Like an elite passer and also an elite runner as well. They went 96 yards in only 7 plays. Now it's on Joe Baxton and Zen Escobar to end this game the right way, bro. Let's get a dub, man. We end about a 3rd and long here. Is obviously man coverage. Double move to Zen Escobar down the left sideline. One-on-one. Couldn't get it to him, man. A little underthrown. A great play by that corner. Gotta punt the ball to Bama with 0 timeouts. They're at a 3rd and 1 here, and he finds his star tight end for the first time all game long for a big gain here. But once again, no timeouts. They gotta get back on the ball. Turns out 12 seconds left is just not enough time to score a TD, bro. The game ends and we've beaten Bama. In Bama, what a win without our starting quarterback. John Springsteen came in and did his thing, man. 10 to 15, 2 TDs. That was tough. But Joe Baxton, Zen, the defense overall, just a special team performance today. Okay, hopping into recruiting, we've gone from being first for sites, undoubtedly for months on end, to being in a recruiting battle with Michigan. And we all know how these go. We haven't won a single one of these, I don't think, really ever. We also lose out on Branham and Chigoziem, or Josh. Shout out to them boys. We're also in a recruiting battle for George Atwood, bro. But you know how these go. We don't win these, bro. So you know what I'm saying? I guess he's a Louisville, whatever them boys are. Now we're on the road for a pretty fire night game against Georgia Tech, bro. It's gonna be a fun one. So on the first drive of the game, Key walks out and he has no health bar, bro. What is it? What are we doing? We actually end up punting on this drive almost immediately too. So hey, G-Tech now has the ball and they try a speed option here, but Mbugwa blows this play up. Fast forward to a 3rd and long here, where we get in full-blown man coverage with this guy Ayers one-on-one as well, and he gets the interception. Let's go. Sadly though, on the first play of this drive, he takes a pretty big hit here and is out for the rest of the game. Now John Springsteen has to come in and walk these boys down in their own trap. After that sack, it's 3rd and long where John Springsteen needs a play, but he cannot get it as the DB makes a hell of a play of their own, forcing a punt. After 2 straight punts, G-Tech calls play action here and they respond with a huge play against CC Johansson for a big gain. The defense does well, forcing them to a 4th down here, but the boys ended up converting on a scramble by this quarterback. We're down 7-0 on the road. We start here 2nd and 7 from the 20-yard line. Ofisa Beach somehow gets wide open down the left, and this is a bomb for a touchdown. 7 up. Only 2 plays there. Now, there wasn't anything official on the injury report, but I guess Key is just so hurt that he just can't play anymore, bro. He damn near benched himself, I guess. Now, it's a tie game now. Play action by G-Tech once again. They try Ayers once again, but he's not going for it. The 2nd interception on the day for that boy. He's hooping. Let's not forget that Texas game where he got absolutely baptized, bro. Legitimately allowed over 200 yards that game. But since then, he's been super solid in the run game and now in the pass game. Now we have a 3rd and 1 here. Stadium's going absolutely insane. Gotta give Ben Black the ball and jet touch pass. He spins back here. What a play for a 1st down. We then find him one more time on a pass that was intended to be a fade ball, but underthrown. He caught it anyway. What a player. But then John Springsteen comes up hurt on that play. Guess he pulled a hammy. I don't know what happened to that boy. Gotta finish the rest of the drive with our 3rd string quarterback, Durbin, who has no aura, bro. I gotta switch up his swag. He has no swag, but he can't throw the ball pretty well. This is a tough, tight window throw here for a touchdown. 14-7 in G-Tech. The defense now has a pretty clear idea of what G-Tech wants to do on offense, bro. As you can see here with the play action sack, we end up forcing a punt, and John Springsteen is now cleared to play, I guess, bro. He's back on the field. Now, even though his hamstring is literally falling off the bone, bro, he's still walking these boys down. Some tough passes leads to a field goal for us. We're up 17-7. The defense once again gets a clean stop. Now we're back on offense where Joe Baxton is working, bro. A 1st down here. We end up close to the red zone here where Trey is one-on-one with this safety. We want that ball every single time, but we could not get it to him. It was heavily underthrown here for interception. The defense is still locked down, so we get the ball right back. Where Springsteen hands to Joe Baxton, he cuts it back, and this boy is gone, man. A 64-yard TD. 13 is not getting him. He is way too fast. 24-7 in Georgia Tech. Now down by 17, the desperation is sinking into Georgia Tech's blood. They need a play to be made, and they did that for the most part here. But overall, defense is just on a different level, man. We forced another punt. With about 5 minutes left in this game, this is where the best offenses in football close out. Don't give G-Tech the ball back and just end it. We did just that, being super safe, just running the ball, taking small passes, and win a pretty key game going to the last regular season game of the season, bro. Another pretty fire carry game by Joe Baxton, but once again the defense stepped up when needed to as Key went out of the game. Another big win for us, bro. On to Wake Forest. I'm not gonna lie, bro, this is pretty crazy, bro. Sites is already committed to Michigan. I mean, just rip the band-aid off, I guess. And not only that, we go down to 2nd for Slovis, bro. I'm weak. I mean, as long as we get Ross Lemons, I'm fine for the most part, but it sucks to lose 2 favorites, you know what I'm saying? On the bright side though, we have 260 hours to spend. We use it on 3-star Riggs, 4-star Hand, 3-star Mendez, and 3-star Montgomery, bro. On to Wake Forest now. Now before we play this game, bro, it must be talked about, man. We turned off the wear and tear for the rest of this season because I want Key to play, bro. But it's not, no, we're not going to win without him or anything like that. We can win with John Springsteen for sure. It's just like, bro, I made this series for this quarterback, you feel me? Maybe not specifically, bro, but you know what I'm saying? It's my quarterback, really. I want to play with him. Pause. You start on 3rd and 7 here as Joe Baxton is one-on-one with the linebacker, and of course he wins on that angle route. Big play here. Now Wade gets in man coverage and they have Hayward one-on-one down the right sideline. And you know what that means? A TD, bro. 7-0 in the crib. Get these boys to an early 3rd and 9 here. On this little move, we get cooked, and number 13 is down the middle of the field for a humongous gain down to the red zone. Then they score a rushing touchdown, tying the game at 7. Our next drive doesn't go as well as we throw this horrible interception when dude was clearly double teamed. The defense ends up getting us an immediate stop, so now we're back on the field and it's 3rd and inches. We call the QB power here the key. He gets an open lane here, has some blockers ahead. He goes between the 2 guys and he is gone. An 82-yard TD here. This is why you turn the wear and tear off. Not to win, but to score 80-yard rushing touchdowns with your quarterback, bro. Simple. There is a downside though. You get a little too confident after a big play, after stops by the defense, and you throw an interception like I just did right here, which sucks, obviously. Wake Forest actually ends up getting some big plays here, but once again, the defense is just overpowered, it seems. They force 3s, 14-10 now. At halftime, it's a pretty competitive game. I think whoever gets a lucky wide receiver screen pass for a TD will probably win the game. Oh look, they just did it, bro. Now we're down by 3, and with these big time runs by Key, we're in field goal range. And that's just about it, bro. You take 3, it's a tie game now. Wake Forest at a 3rd and 4 here. The stadium's going absolutely insane. The pulse is pretty crazy here. They snap the ball. It's another screenplay, but we're not going for it this time. We saw the film. GG's, punt the ball. You start the drive off with 2 fire runs to Joe Baxton. Now we have Jackson Griffin wide open in the flat. Watch out, boys. 2 guys right there for a big game in the red zone. Now we're in the 4th quarter. It's time for Key to take over, or not. Let Joe Baxton take over instead, man. A speed option for a touchdown, 24-17. We're back on defense, 1st and 10, and Jalen Braxton comes out of his zone and picks that ball off. What a play that was. We then settle for 3 to go up by 2 scores with 2 minutes and 40-something seconds left. Defense get 1 more stop and let's ice this game out. And the defense does just that, as Ayers gets a user sack here on 2nd and 4, which leads to an eventual 4th and 12. Here, the quarterback tries Johansson down the left sideline, but he is not going, bro. He's stacking up some pretty elite tape, bro. That play completely iced the game for us. We've gone 11-1 on the year behind Key Nero's 140+ rushing yards. That boy was special today running the ball. Obviously, has to be more consistent as a passer and lower down the turnovers, but overall, he was nice. After that win, we get Chapman to commit right after, bro. Pretty fire. We also go back to 1st for Castillo after being down for the past couple of weeks. And I have a bad feeling about Ross Lemons in the house. I heard those are pretty inconsistent, so we do a hard sell for him, and that should work well instead. Next up is Clemson in the ACC championship game, man. We haven't played a team with this high of overall since Texas, and we know what they did to us, bro. Bombs away, really every single drive. But we did do well on the offensive side of the ball. We lose out on Gideon to Oregon, which is kind of expected. We're also going down for a number of recruits, but the next week we get the holy grail, #1 recruit in the nation. Ross Lemons has committed. He's a rock star, man. Now, before this Clemson game, we have 480 recruiting hours, bro. After losing Willett and Choice, let's get to work, man. First off, we go down to 2nd for Castile, probably a GG. We go up to 1st for Baguette, which is fire. We find a random 4-star in George King who we're 1st for, I guess. We send an immediate offer, send a 10, and do a hard sell for an A+, and an A-. We also find some other smaller recruits like Hendricks, Cheeseman, Scioli, Acombo, and Hood. Now, based on the record, Clemson is not that good this year as they're only 9-3. But look at the overall, they're a 94 overall school, and they've given us trouble in the past. Our first matchup with them on this game, they blew us out. The second one was the ACC chip, and it took a Key Nero legacy drive to win the game, bro. They gonna for sure want they get back, man, and we all for it. On the first drive, we started off pretty fast with the run to 32 here. Their star running back for a 1st down. They try running with that boy again, but Barnhart's in the backfield making plays and we get a TFL. On 2nd and 14 now, we put a little bit too much trust in CC, and he gets blurred here by number 6 for a TD. We're down by 7 early on. Our first big play comes when we have Zim one-on-one with this linebacker, so of course we gotta go to him, bro. Down the field, playmaker for a huge gain. On the next play, Clemson calls a blitz and it gets to Key as he gets sacked here. That play leads to an eventual 4th and 7, where Key finds Jackson Griffin down the right side here for a nice 1st down. Couldn't get much after that as we get sacked on 1st down once again, so we're forced to take 3, 7-3 in the ACC chip. Our defense, which has been amazing all video long, finally makes a play. Marquise wins with the TFL here. But now it's 3rd and 12 and we need a stop. CC is one-on-one once again. He misses the tackle and 89 gets a huge gain after the catch here, bro. Luckily we had Ziegler to stop him, man, but that could have been a TD there. On the next play, Marquise Wings and Barnhart artificially give these guys the TD, making it 14-3 now. Like, bro, look at this, bro. What are they doing? It's like, look at the CPU before I click on, bro. Going in a completely separate direction, bro. Like, gave them the touchdown, bro. Down 11 in the first, we need the offense to respond, but not with an interception, bro, which leads to points. Down 21-3 early on. Need a play. Now back on the field, down by 18 now. We roll out, but I'm using the controller that doesn't let me throw the ball away, bro. Had to change controllers mid-game, bro. Unreal. After a couple filler plays, we get a first down, so forget about that. Shout out to my guy Ofisa Beachu, gets a big gain here. But now in the next play, they have a one-on-one opportunity against a linebacker for Zen, and we take that every single time down to the 5-yard line. We're at the 2-yard line, they leave Tyroot one-on-one wide open over here. We take that every single time, bro. Our 6'7" tight end scores another TD in this vid. We end up going for 2 as well, which we do indeed convert with Trey Wallace, now down by 10, 21-11. Needing a stop here, the defense is still not playing serious at all. The tight end is wide open here in the flat. Throws Johansson, he might have died there, bro, and he's down the field. That's literally Gronk, bro. What are we doing here? That play truly set the tone. Clemson walked us down, bro. Probably the easiest drive you will ever see, and they scored a TD before the half, 28-11. Even though we're down by this much, we're not gonna give up, bro. He has Zen wide open down the left sideline off of that post, and that's a touchdown, bro. Before the half, down by 10 now. Come on. Keener only missed one single pass that entire first half. If the defense can just be even slightly competent, we can win this game going away, bro. We start here against man coverage, and you know we're going towards Zen Escobar on this in route. What a play here for that boy. Then we have him one-on-one down the field against a linebacker once again, and that's a bomb, bro. And we go for the 2-point conversion. Now we're only down by 2 points. Defense finally locks in, gets him to a 3rd and 9 here, and they try Jalen Braxton down the right sideline, but he picks it off. What a play. Now with a chance to take the lead, we walk these boys down on this drive. Getting plenty of first downs, whether it's running the ball or passing. Had Joe back here on this inside zone here for a first, about 20 yards. Then we ended with Ofisa Beach on this drag route for a TD, bro. Up by 5 in an ACC chip after being down by 17 early on. Marquise once again gets in the backfield here for this first down, but after that, bro, they locked in and really kind of walked us down this time. It's now 1st and 10, it's a screen play to number 3, and he's gone, bro. They don't even bother going for 2 to make it a 3-point game. 35-33 now. Now it's 1st and 10 for us. They get it man coverage, want Zen in the middle of the field here, but the ball just kind of hangs in the air randomly here. 10 picks it off and takes it down to the 17-yard line, bro. I'm knowing this is a really bad read, but there's no reason for it to just hang out like that, bro. Pause. With a blue bar. Naturally, Clemson scores on the very next play to take a 2-score lead late in this game, bro. Seemingly almost icing it. We've been in spots like this though, just have to score fast and get a quick stop. That's really it. It's 3rd and 7 now, creeping towards the red zone. A key off script here is looking for Ofisa Beach, but we have a first down on this run. Nice play. Now we're looking for Zen on this touchdown, and he converts, bro. That's 6 points right there. Tries to go for 2, but EA was seemingly tired of the G's. It is what it is, down by 3. On defense, we waste 2 timeouts. Now it's 3rd and 9. They get in gun here. They're obviously going to pass the ball with everything locked up so far, except the tight end out of the line. We get a stop, bro, forcing a punt. But with no timeouts, bro, it just is not in the cards for us to win this game, man. It had too many turnovers and it costed us. We lose the ACC championship game. But we will not forget Zen Escobar's legendary performance, man. 10 catches, 231, and 3 tugs. Crazy work. At least with that game, Keener has broken the ACC career passing TD record, which was fire. Jalen Braxton also gets ACC Defensive Player of the Week, and Zen gets National Offensive Player of the Week. But we don't get any yearly awards at all. Not even a Coach of the Year award, bro. We didn't get anything. We blanked out, bro, which was like the first time probably ever for us. We're still going to have a bye, but we're going to play the winner out of Clemson and Alabama. 2 teams we played in this vid, bro. That's gonna be a movie of a game. Clemson ends up winning, so we have them in the Fiesta Bowl next week. That's gonna be fine. But until that time, bro, until that game, that has been it for my UGK Rockstars, man. It's been your boy Need the Red, and I'm saying I'm out, man. I'm out.